Yuha, annyeonghaseyo, welcome back to my channel guys. Ketemu lagi sama aku, yang aku bakal nemenin kalian guys. Kita bakal nobar dari special programnya version 4,2 Genshin Impact. Kira-kira bakalan ada apa aja? Kita langsung nobar aja guys. Semoga aku gak akan tidurannya karena hari ini jadwalnya aku tidur. Lah, annyeonghaseyo, lah kapan lah kamu nih, hai kasih, annyeonghaseyo. Kira-kira guys, kata kalian, aku bakalan dapetin Furina itu di berapa guys? Di PT berapa ya? Yeay, yeay. Mana nih belum mulai kah? 3 menit lagi kan? 3 menit lagi guys. Wah, yang lain udah mulai, kita 3 menit lagi. Nggak apa, kita santai dulu. Kami tercapai target, jadi nanti aku top upin 1 kali ya katanya. Iya guys, karena aku sudah tercapai target, jadi aku bakalan di top upin untuk gacha Furina. Hahaha. Semoga kalian gak iri ya guys. Mana nih suaranya nih, kalian ini pecinta Furina mana? Aku bakalan bawa pulang Furina. Di PT berapapun. Tapi aku berharap sih si Furinanya aku bawa pulang di PT 30 aja deh, biar aku bisa gacha hero lain. Aku mau Raiden guys. Kira-kira Raiden kapan ya? Di patch berapa ya Raidennya? Takutnya tuh kayak malah hero-hero baru terus gitu yang keluar, Raidennya nggak keluar. Aku butuh Raiden buat gantiin Cookie. Mungkin season depan, ya aku harap sih ya. 4,3 ya, aku harap sih ya 4,3. BTW guys, tahu nggak sih aku lemes banget hari ini. Kalian tahu nggak kenapa? Harusnya sih kalian tahu kenapa ya. Tadi sore aku disiksa. Kenapa? Karena aku main pasify. Aku capek teriak. Oke guys, 1 menit lagi guys. Aduh, katanya. Nih, ya, kita pasang backsound kali ya. Kita pasang backsound yang dari Genshin biar kita santuy dulu. Kepala aku sakit tahu guys. Halo Lami, hai. Kamu di Armanya ngasih ya wah. Kita mau nomor Genshin nih. 4,2 bakalan ada apa aja nih kira-kira? Deg-degan. Aku juga deg-degan kira-kira bakalan apaan tuh ya guys. Halo guys, hai. Annyeong, kasih. Guys, jangan lupa di share-share guys. Lamia sama jangan lupa di like-like-nya dulu juga guys. Lah, aku nyapa lagi katanya. Nggak apa-apa, kan semakin sering nyapa, semakin sering aku ingat. Habis live Genshin main horor lagi Lami katanya. Kamu nih mendingan sekalian aja bawa pisau, tusuk aku lah, tusuk aja sekalian akunya. Nggak apa-apa disapa lagi katanya. Apakah kamu akan langsung gacha? Nggak keluar ya Kak Erzia belum ya? Mana dia langsung keluar. Furina, open the door katanya. Ya Furina, we want Furina. Furina, come to mama. Aku masa mamanya Furina nggak jadi. Aku bukan mamanya Furina, salah. Furina, come to me. Kayak gitu betul.
Though it appears that you've managed to win over part of the crowd.
Nah,
Some
this
of your testimony
is
doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that I, Furina, the god of justice, We'll get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me.
Macam
Yes,
yang bisa buat kita
that
menyebutkan
sounds
kebun
perfect.
binatang. Jangan,
The
itu
god
berbahaya
must be
dong.
firm. The god
Kebun
must not
toksik,
allow
kebun
any
toksik,
detail
kebun
to slip
toksik
through the
gitu.
cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere
Katanya.
mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth,
Oh, apakah ini ada
justice, and
translatornya?
divinity,
Halo
then
Salkin,
you are
Salkin kamu
compelled to
lo
provide an
dia
accurate
kita nonton
account of your
Genshin ini.
actions. Hey, that's not
Nggak bisa
bad.
ditranslate ya, biar
Now
kalian
what's
bisa baca
next?
translate-nya juga. Nggak mungkin kan aku
It's so
artikan
hard to
satu-satu,
predict
guys.
how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tour?
Lady Furina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations.
Sugesti Furina, iya.
Is there something that you needed? If
Ih,
you
kita
wish to
nobar
seek an
Genshin
audience
dulu
with me, then
sini-sini.
please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Cheval
Sudah,
Maron
aku
in
nggak boleh
advance.
berisik dulu. Kapan lagi nonton Lami malam-malam live katanya.
According to the judgment
Ya,
of the
spesial
oratory
nobar
Saint Denis
nih.
de Lalice Cardinal, the Hydro are come to be punished via the death sentence.
Shh, sebentar ya guys ya, sabar.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. The show begins. Ah. Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song. What's the news?
Wih, keren banget.
Say cheese. Breaking news.
I know you're not a local, but I'd
Ada
avoid
Charlotte.
getting too close to the water.
Woohoo!
Looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy.
Saya suka apa?
Yes.
Suka
What has been
kamu.
prophesied will be fulfilled. I, Furina, will use this trial to show the world the
Gitu dong guys, mau siapa yang tadi tuh?
justice.
This judgment is fair and just.
What is the meaning you would call
You have
this?
never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
Fusolo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
Baru kali itu ya.
This isn't right.
Assalamualaikum, Waalaikumsalam. Bantu katanya, kau punya panci buat kamu apa tuh?
This trial is... I now understand the true purpose behind this position. You are a devious one, Fusalo.
Everyone's
Buru-buru lupakan mantan karya baru. Hah? Gimana kan kita buru-buru lupa?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Ini apa nih guys?
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played
Apa
these
itu?
500 years.
7KJNF24KOVEE. Oke guys.
Hey travelers! Welcome to the Genshiниmpact version 4.2 special program.
Ikan sebanyak yang besarkan lama kan ya.
I'm Sarah
Ada
Miller
lami
Cruz,
cepat
the
besar
voice
dan
of the
itu
female
100
traveler
semua.
Lumi. And I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Furina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Novelet, the dragon sovereign of water and Eudex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Novelet a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally.
Yep.
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Furina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Furina's recent plans.
Furina's recent plans, let me guess. She's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item. Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow, yeah.
There is nothing more important to Furina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Ooh, interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water rushing in. I'm like, what's happening?
Yes, and it looks like there's some spotlights and like it's like a
Lihat
curtain.
nih guys.
Seems like, you know, maybe also Novelet is keeping an eye on things from behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff, and always just a little bit disappointed.
Fair. Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll
Kita
team up with
nonton
Fontaine
dulu,
and friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of
update
events and
4,2
face the
dari
impending destruction
Genshin Impact.
foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh, swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right, so, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine
Jadi
is
bagian
on the
keluarga
brink of
dari
coming
Genshin
true.
lihat
And
1, 2,
this
3, 4.
is possibly
Wow,
the
apakah
greatest
salah satu
crisis we've
hero yang
faced
akan
in
muncul
our
di
journeys
Genshin?
into that.
Definitely.
Itu
In
plot
version
twistnya aku jadi
4.1, we
hero di
learned about
Genshin
this
guys.
precarious
Kalian
situation
bakalan
involving
gacha
the
aku
rising
nggak?
primordial seawater. Novelet barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by Navia's leadership of the Spina de Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the Knave either. Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to
Guys.
discover the clues, adventures, and
Ya
stories
bener
to
aja
come.
dia gacha ya kalau aku
Yes,
jadi hero di
exactly.
Genshin ya.
So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for
Halo,
yourself.
welcome guys
Then
yang baru
Act 5
join.
of the
Jangan lupa
Archon
di like
quest
nya
becomes
sama jangan
available.
lupa
Sounds
di
good.
share live-nya ya guys. Kita nobar bareng di sini.
Question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean Child?
Yeah. Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yup. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
Is what it is.
Snow White.
It is what it is.
Bener-bener ya,
But we
memboleh
saw
sumpah
Child
lewat
appear
itu.
at the end of the
Berangkat
last
pagi
version of the Archon
pulangnya
quest, so
siang.
it probably
Cakep.
won't be
Malam
long
hari
until we see
tidurnya
him again.
larut.
Okay,
Okay.
Lihat lami aku
But we
terngiang,
really need to
wajah
talk about
berseri
Furina.
lu gedangnya.
She's
Why?
confronted with a
Oh, boleh saya pipi
Because
ketarikan.
she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis? Well, just like the prophecy itself, all
Pamit
will be
ya, say
revealed
bye.
at the
Kok
fated time.
pamit? Kak Jenggot nggak
But
mau temenin aku
knowing
nobar
Furina,
sini.
perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Come on, guys. Have some faith. Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Furina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon. Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Furina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Ya, lagi ngajak temen
Oh
jalan-jalan.
my gosh, I love her
Oke,
outfit.
Kak Jenggot kalau gitu hati-hati di jalan
and
ya.
her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat. Oh,
You know,
it's
you'd
amazing.
Oh,
expect
outfitnya
for a
Furina
Hydro
guys,
Archon
keren
that she'd have the
keren.
best drip.
Oh,
Lucu, iya.
Ooh.
Ya, aku mau pulang
Okay, you know
Furina.
what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean? Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And
I mean, good
speaking
luck
of
on the
drip,
stream. Thank you,
let's
Cover
take a
World.
look at her
Cover World
combat
nih kan
ability.
sudah datang ke live aku. Good luck on the stream, Sal. Tapi selalu mampir.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Oh, Furina. Oh, ini guys
Strike a
tuh.
pose. Let the world come on.
Iri, aku akan punya Furina. Oke, gue.
Whoa, that is
Wow.
so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I like the
Senjata
way
juga
she
keren.
kind of like
Iya.
bows. Very dramatic.
Senjatanya payung gitu ya,
Yes.
kayak payung gitu nggak
It's
sih?
like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else
Ya
is
Allah,
just an
member
extra.
guys. Ya guys,
Wait,
membernya.
so the creatures that Furina summons, they look a lot like the
Karakter
Fontaine
baru, Kak.
labyrinths
Iya
that
bang,
we've
ini
encountered
karakter
before.
baru.
There's a seahorse, a
Aku mau
crab,
gacha
an
nanti.
octopus,
Doain aku dapet
and
ya
they
bang
are
nih.
all so cute.
Yep.
Sepertinya suara Lami sudah habis kebanyakan teriak tadi
Oh my
siang. Iya
gosh,
guys,
no, the
suara aku
octopus
udah
is even
mau.
wearing a hat. What a distinguished little gentleman.
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontamer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Furina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes, exactly. So, Furina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually
Guys,
special
sudah fix
guests of
ke
the Salon
hey.
Solitaire.
Hey, Kak Iwe,
And
aku dapat
she
di 3
even
kali
gave
gacha.
each member a name. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Crabaletta. They're the best. The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume. Absolutely. Okay. Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant.
Ih, kenapa Kak
Chevalier.
Jenggot? Kak Jenggot masih di
Oh,
jalan.
there he is.
And the conferencier, gentilhomme usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety. Oh, okay. So when Furina said to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval-Moran, this is who she was referring to? Yes. Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Anaknya batuk
Exactly.
gara-gara
Furina even
teriak
makes some spew
terus.
bubbles in her idle animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure
Ah,
everyone is
lucu
just itching
banget,
to know more about the
guys.
skills shown in that
Emangnya.
clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything. Yes, you got it. Yay! So, Furina is a Hydro Sword user. Okay. She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in
Ya,
combat.
pedang ya,
When in
pedang
this
senjatanya
stage,
dia
her
guys.
elemental skill invites the 3 members
Jangan
of the
lupa
Salon
record waktu
Solitaire,
gacha. Alright
Mademoiselle
dong.
Crabaletta, Sir
Surintendant Chevalmeron and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
Panggil aku Mas aja ya. Oke Mas.
And,
Singkat.
you know, these
Aku pamit dulu lah
salon
nih kehabisan
members
pantun
will
pas gua
attack
makan. Ya
nearby
udah mam
opponents,
dulu.
prioritizing the target of the
Apa jadi
adjective
apa
character.
jadi tobat kamu udah 3
The
kali
damage
jadi
increases
dong.
the
Kamu
more
saya
characters
juga
that are in the
encan.
party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment.
Tapi kan dia kayaknya
So
baru
she
keluar
has
nanti
more
nih
than one
minggu
alignment?
depannya.
Yes,
Kayaknya.
exactly. Furina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa
Sialan
Arca
aku gimana ya
alignments.
guys? Sialan aku udah jadi
Wow,
lagi.
based on what we just saw, it seems like her Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Ada
Yes,
Yelan,
sure
ada
does.
Violet, ada
Furina's elemental skill
ini.
changes depending on whether she's aligned with
Semuanya
Usia
air.
or Numa.
Halo, hai Kak
cool.
Enel,
Super
kamu
cool.
Lami kapan live
After
stumble lagi?
Furina uses
Minggu
her
depan ya.
charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment,
Depan
her
kita
elemental
jadwalkan.
skill summons the
Temen aku ya
Singer
Kak,
of
Mas
Many
Jenggot.
Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Oh, nice.
Yes. The summons created by Furina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time
Rina
even
juga
after Furina
supporter
is
ya,
switched
iya
out.
kayaknya deh.
Furina's elemental
Minggu
burst deals
biasa
damage
berarti
to
itu new
surrounding
Violet.
opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Furina will
Gak tau
accumulate
pakai akun
fanfare
katanya.
points.
Ini akun siapa? Kami tuh mau nya lag. Oke Kak,
Amazing.
Mas Jenggot makasih udah
Furina
mampir.
increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Furina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Furina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Furina's summons is on the field, Furina gains the
Kayak
ability
suaranya yang English ini dia suaranya itu ya guys kayak dewasa semua gitu.
Hey, I actually saw that Furina's outfit changes
Mas
whenever she
Johan,
switches between Arca.
Yeah, good eye. You're correct.
you.
It does change. But, you know, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose. Yes, so if you want to learn more about Furina, then be sure to accompany her on her story quest, the Animula Kuraji chapter.
Ah, amazing.
Apa kabar? Aku baik.
Okay,
Akunya
so
Kak
next
Johan.
up
Kak
we have
Johan apa
another
kabar?
old friend to
Cuman aku
introduce.
sedikit ngantuk
She's
ada
now
ini.
able to
Takutnya aku
join the
tiba-tiba
traveler's
nggak ada
party with
suaranya
her
gara-gara
trusty
aku ketiduran.
companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right. It's Charlotte. Yay!
Oh, adorable.
So cute. We've known Charlotte for a while now. The Traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Teyvat.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent
Charlotte
meal in order to get a
yang
scoop
baru
about
ya, kan?
Wriothesley? Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search
Lihat
of
kan
the truth.
foto dianya.
The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her
Kawasaki
camera,
minum
Monsieur
obat kalau
Verite
ngantuk
just
tidur.
so happens to be her greatest
Tidur.
assistant and companion. They're
Kali
friends.
dingin sini ku
Charlotte's
peluk
talent for
katanya.
photography is truly a marvel. No matter
Tidak,
the
aku
subject or
masih
setting, her
kecil.
photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontainians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has his own little hat and tie.
I know. Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase,
Charlotte
shall
punya
we?
ice guys.
Yes.
Makanya aku perlu Charlotte deh. Kayaknya. Kemudian aku langsung dapet deh. Tapi aku banyak banget sih hero-hero aku yang ice sebenarnya udah banyak. Yang bikin party freeze.
Say cheese! Breaking news!
Whoa. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
really like moving around.
Oh, lucu.
Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and
makes
then, like,
sense.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super dynamic. It seems like
Yes.
she's always on the move.
Who's on the march? Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Yes.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of
Pernah aja
Fontaine's most
sebenarnya ya kayak
famous
di foto
reporters. Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon. The more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage. Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verite, he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability. As an experienced reporter,
Terbarunya ada
Charlotte is
berapa
an
ini?
expert at
Charlotte,
adapting her methods to
Furina.
match the needs of her target. When paired with
Belum tahu
Fontaine
deh aku beli
characters,
apa nih.
Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
Mami udah live kah?
That is so
Charlotte
cool.
wangi. Iya
That
guys,
is
jangan lupa di
super
subscribe
rad,
juga Bang
and,
Ming
you know,
guys.
I have a feeling some super cool pictures are gonna come out of that.
Oh yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the Zoom Lens and how to use it during the event overview portion.
So, Furina and Charlotte will both be featured in version 4.2 Event Wishes.
Ooh.
In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have Event Wishes showcasing Furina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge
Anjir Kak Dio, hanya ya.
Huge boost. A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters, will be featured in the weapon event banner.
Huge sword.
Ini senjata barunya Furina
In
nih
the
guys.
second half of version 4.2, we'll have reruns for Sino and Ayato.
Okay, let's take a look at what other information we can learn
Ada
from
Ayato
Furina's
sama
itinerary.
Saino.
It looks like she's investigating something. Oh, there's
Aku
even a
mau
report attached.
Raiden,
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will.
Raiden.
It says, strange rumblings have been heard in the depths of Fontaine's waters. Dun, dun, dun.
Bos baru nih juga.
It's here already?
Oh,
Look at that.
no.
Well.
Wow,
It
banyak
looks
ini
like
bos
it's in
baru
a
nih
sea
guys.
of pink and
Tuh.
blue stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this
Gede
well.
banget
Wait,
bosnya.
yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw
Mami,
in
aku mau
Child's
kasih kita
Vision
nanti
at
apa
the end
tuh?
of the
Ah, ini
version
bosnya serem
4.1
banget.
Archon
Bisa
quest?
tenggelam.
The same one. After ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Ooh.
Iya, Elektro kayaknya bosnya. Iya, bosnya Elektro.
It feels
Elektro
like it
air.
might even burst right through the screen.
Oh, I hope not.
Pahit.
I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy. Okay. So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead.
Ya,
The
apa tuh?
creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Panjanggot,
is
katanya
somebody
hawa
being
Kak Afif.
Is
Lucu
it
banget
possible to survive
namanya.
something like that? I guess here it is.
Ooh.
This is an entirely different space, it
Welcome,
looks like.
welcome.
And
Pasti pas
there's a
buat
new
Furina.
enemy
Iya
here
nih kayaknya.
with a massive sword.
Mhm.
Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah.
Ini Lamia
All
Afrika.
truths
Iya dong, ini
will
Lamia
be
Afrika saling
revealed
bohong.
in version
Hanyang.
4.2.
Well said. Oh man, this boss looks really, really tough. What happens if we, for some reason, can't defeat it?
Ooh.
Okay, this update actually helps with that.
Bosnya
problem.
ini banget guys,
Starting
awet
from
banget kayaknya.
4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat
dia
them
aja
during a
kalah.
main quest. Hopefully, this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
Oh,
Wah,
I
nyangka bisa
love
ketemu
that. Now we don't need to
Anyang.
worry about
Yeah,
getting stuck
akhirnya
while trying to
welcome.
advance the main story.
Totally.
Jangan lupa di subscribe terus.
Hey, that
Di
was a
share
lot of
juga.
information,
Di
wasn't it?
chat,
Can we
di
take
share,
a short
di
little
share.
break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
let's do it.
Kodenya, catat kodenya. Aku fans kamu lah, Lam. Iya, makasih Mas Afif.
Hello, travelers. Welcome
Iya,
back to the
baik ya,
version
ternyata
4.2
baik
special
dong, Bang
program.
Jenggot.
Hello.
Hello. Yay!
Si Bang Jenggot
So,
maunya aku
we've
panggil Mas
introduced
Mas
new
Jenggot.
characters, new
Ya,
plot
baik
lines,
banget Mas
and a new
Jenggot.
boss. But I hope
Baik
you're still
katanya.
eager for new
Jangan lupa
content,
dicatat
travelers,
kodenya,
because there's
guys.
still more to come. Let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Furina's itinerary. Okay, aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
I certainly didn't.
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Turun
and
mochi,
excuses.
jangan mochi.
Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Furina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, ada area baru guys.
Oh,
Oh, itu yang
It looks
yang
like
gedung itu
Furina is
kayaknya.
in Arania's forest on the east side of Fontaine.
Hai pamit ya, semoga
And
sampai kita
that's
subscribe
right
dan Bang Jenggot
behind
semoga
the
bisa
Opera
ngejar
House.
member 348.
What a cool
Amin,
place.
semoga ya kita
Although,
lancar semuanya.
It
Makasih
does
Bang
kind
Jenggot,
of look like we
makasih
could be
Mas Afif.
hiding some secrets.
Sapian.
Definitely wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex
Paling keren,
rising from the
guys.
middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away.
OMG, semakin berat lah ini
And
Genshinnya.
take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it looks all withered and
And
spooky.
the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Furina also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, there are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus.
Ooh.
Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool.
In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about the story behind the new Araneus Forest region, be sure to check out the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Araneus. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Araneus Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea. Perhaps it's also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very next stop on Furina's itinerary, so let's go check it out. Okay, I bet a bunch of travelers noticed this tower since they've arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out. Yes, same. Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea.
Ooh.
I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us. Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters. Yes, I want answers. I also we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places where destinies intersect.
Whoa,
Destinies! In certain underwater cave, a new life form is waking up. It has greater and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes. And some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So in this update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix adventure quest line that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end. A surprise! I can't wait to see what it is. Same. All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the
Mungkin
map,
cocok
but
Maida dan
Furina's
Tommy dan
itinerary
si
doesn't
Nobu
stop there.
katanya. Iya, itu udah
Oh
paling
wait,
bener.
it looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects. Aw.
Furina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion. All right, the Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the rumors of water imps
Kali
near
kamu
Araneus
ditambah
Island.
Raiden gak sih, Bah?
Ooh, another investigation? I know. Oh, and Fremine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear. Actually, its name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that
event baru,
describes a
yay.
terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour. Ooh,
Jeepers.
yeah, for real. Well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature. I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey. Oh, I love
Pretty cool.
that.
As our journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, you know, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure? You know, like monsters, puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the Clockwork Penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking around a specific domain and obtain any treasures that they may be guarding. Of course, the Clockwork Penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa. Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Hania, a friend we met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Oh, and speaking of fun, guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces.
Itemnya lucu.
Oh, go ahead. It's time to shine.
Sekarang gantian aku nggak sih?
Travelers
Kamu
may
tahu
notice
nggak
some
kenapa? Soalnya
differences
kamu
in
udah
this update's fungi
membanggakan
event.
cinta
Aside
yang
from taking
banyak
place in Fontaine,
di
the
hatiku
gameplay
katanya.
has also been optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle against
Yeayyy.
Mechanici. This time,
Yeayyy.
we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Awesome. Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful skills.
Yeah! Travelers will hopefully enjoy playing with
Itu
the
jadi
fungi
slime
more
pas
than
gitu
ever.
banget.
Here's hoping. Actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends.
Apa-apa nih ada yang gombal katanya. What nih
Well, we
katanya?
hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain
Guys, aku
long-term
ngantuk.
gameplay.
Aku takut
So,
tiba-tiba
we're
hilang
gonna continue
suara aku
iterating,
karena
optimizing,
ketiduran.
and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game. Thanks, devs.
Yeah, thanks!
All right. Okay, let's take a look at what else Furina's itinerary has in store. Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log. I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries. Let me at 'em!
I wish I could, but it doesn't actually involve fighting. A researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it
Jadi
difficult for her to
kamu
collect
mau
the
lihat
field samples
bidadari
she
tinggal
needs.
lihat di kaca katanya.
I'm guessing this is where the traveler comes in.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Nanti nanti
But
aku nggak bisa
Pauline's request
bobo
is
ini
actually pretty
nantinya.
reasonable. To
Mau
receive
boleh saya
rewards,
review
simply
itu
submit
malam-malam.
photographs of 5 different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
Wah,
You can
parah
also
katanya.
exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
That's right! It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold your elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Ooh.
Double whoa. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends. Sweet.
Bikin robot Jerman, bikin mobil, kamu bikin kangen
Like
katanya.
Furina has also learned of the existence of a
aku nggak bisa
domain
tidur nanti nih.
shrouded in mist. Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the leyline are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store, but there are still more surprises to share.
Yay!
Oh, let's get into them.
Well, before we get into them, let's take a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See you in a bit.
Okay.
musik di telingaku katanya. Udah aku ngomong aja biar kalian tidur ya. Wow, 50.000 moiranya. Dicatat guys, dicatat. Nanti juga aku mau klaim. Di tiga-tiganya.
Welcome back, travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Furina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end. Aww, I know. So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally. True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the Adventure Handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG.
Ooh.
In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And, you know, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Double. And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Double again.
Double again.
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story keep privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing! Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version
Hiya,
4.2.
hiya.
The first one pertains to
Hiya.
unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Whoa, nice. And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the melazines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really grateful we could all be here today together. And
bintang tamu
honestly, I'm just
tengah-tengah.
really glad that we're gonna get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Bye.
Bye. Toodaloo.
Yeay. Oke guys, itu dia tadi update dari Genshin Impact poin 4,2 patch 4,2. Ya Furina ada Sucrose dijelasin, terus ada 2 bos baru ya tadi, 2 apa 3 ya tadi bosnya. Terus jangan lupa di-redeem kodenya guys, nanti aku share di itu ya, nanti aku share di community untuk kodenya biar kalian bisa redeem. Oke, and then semoga kalian semua bisa bawa pulang si Furina ya guys. Kita ketemu lagi nanti hari Senin. Thank you yang udah temenin, yang udah watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this stream. Kita nobar hari ini seru banget. Dan next kalau ada nobar lagi kita nobar lagi ya guys ya. Loh gacanya mana? Gacanya nanti kan Furinanya belum ada, ini baru info update-nya doang. Nanti minggu depan dia baru keluar tuh si buat gacanya Furina. Kalau sekarang belum ada. Jadi kayak ada apa ya, ada waktunya gitu. Walah, aku kira hari ini enggak, Ming kapan-kapan kalau sama Ocha Mocha katanya tuh. Cie cicilang katanya. Cie, kamsahamnida semuanya. Kita ketemu nanti hari Senin. Aku mau bobo dulu. Laba kasyawakan Anda telat kan Anda. Aku mau amal nigang katanya. Emang boleh saya itu. Oke, Atsuka. Bye-bye semuanya. Love you. Kita ketemu lagi nanti hari Senin ya. Happy weekend.